Welcome back to Sports Federation TV. If you've just tuned in, you missed the first segment where we chatted to Molnelo, a squash player. We're moving on to the Olympics that had just happened in Rio. We're chatting to a young man who was there and is going to share his experiences with us of what it's like to be an Olympian. Rocco van Rooyen, welcome back.
Hi, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
How's it been?
It's been good. Yeah, it's really been good. Do you mean at the Olympics now?
How are you doing first? Let's get those things out of the way.
Well, I'm doing good. You know, I just had an amazing experience to be at a place where you've always dreamed of. So just to be there and to experience it all, to see everything, and just experience that Olympic vibe was amazing. But also, to have had my wife there was great, and so it's really going well with me, and I'm really blessed. Yeah.
Rocco, our partners on the show is the Western Cape Provincial Sport Confederation. Well, and one of their members is Western Cape Athletics. You a javelin thrower, which is part of athletics. What was it like being there in the Olympic Village?
Like in the village, it's amazing to see like all of those sports, all of the cultures, every different country. You have people from like 1.4 meters tall up until 2.25 meters tall.
Sure.
Basketball players, short weightlifters.
Yeah.
You literally have all the shapes and sizes, and so it's just like you have this massive eating hall, dining hall, and you sit there and after you've got your food and everything, and then I just observe and I see all these different cultures and people and some famous people walking around here and there, and like, is this real?
Yeah.
It feels like you're in a dream. Just to see everyone that you've always looked up to and people that I've been seeing them on the TV for a long time and stuff, and so now you're actually there and they maybe sit 2 chairs next to you, or you actually speak to them, or you in a lift with them, or because at the Olympic Village everyone lives there together. So it was really cool, just to take all of that in and to realize that sport basically made everybody was one. So it can be an artistic gymnast, or it can be like a weightlifter or a basketball player or a javelin athlete, whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone mingles, most people mingle and just literally become one in a sense, where sport is the common denominator of that.
You mentioned there were a couple of big names. Who was the most famous person that you spoke to while you were in the Olympic Village?
Well, for me, it probably would have been Gary Player, just because he basically lived 2 doors next to me, so two rooms next to me. A lot of the times we shared a lift down, and I'd just hear what he has to say, and so I spoke a lot with him, and so I always looked up to him in what he's achieved, and the fact that he still does his 1,000 sit-ups every day at the age of 82, just to hear all of his hobbies and stuff. So probably I'd say him. There were many others, but he was the one that I look up to, in the sense where he comes down to your level and he socializes with you. He doesn't put himself on a pedestal.
Yes.
I think maybe the age as well, it brings that kind of maturity.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And the vibe in the village, tell us a bit about the vibe. I mean, you spoke about the eating hall, and we know that food is open and it's a buffet. You can eat as much as you want. How do you manage those kinds of things as an Olympic athlete?
Those pizzas were staring at me all day, every day. When I go into that hall, they shout my name.
Yes.
And I tried walking past them, but I felt bad. So I went to pick them up for a lift, and I ate them.
If you've just tuned in, we're chatting to an Olympian called Rocco van Rooyen, a javelin thrower. How does that sound, Rocco?
Yeah,
I mean, Olympian, Rocco.
Yeah, yes, like it's really fulfilling in that sense where, you can tick. It's a nice box. It's much more than a nice box to tick. It's like it's part of you now. Like everything you will plan from here on forward. You have that thing to rest on. Like, okay, you're an Olympian now.
Yep.
So you don't have to strive to have some title or anything. Not that the title makes the person, but it gives you that sense of you've achieved something. So anything is in reach now, basically. And
Going through the opening ceremony, I mean, that was a long procession.
Indeed.
And a long ceremony in total. What did that feel like, walking out onto the big stage?
Walking out there, and the stadium was just jam-packed and everybody's screaming, and when they announced like Team South Africa and just walking with the team, it's it feels like that's unity, and I actually wish we can see more of that on a day-to-day basis, that unity where something, in this case sport, draws people together, where the cultural differences and all that kind of stuff, where it doesn't really feature,
Sure.
So in that sense it was really cool, and then just basically Olympics that bound all the other countries and stuff together, because we're all there to to basically to win, to give your best for your country, and basically to see how much you can perform and to make your country proud at the end of the day. So yeah, it's a really proud moment. Yeah.
Talking about performance, how did you perform at the Olympics? Tell us a bit about your actual activity of javelin throwing.
So for me, it was a bit of an up and down roller coaster year with injuries. So I wasn't going to go at all. And just before the Olympics came, I just gave it one last try to qualify and to show the federation that I can still go.
Yeah.
And so it happened, and they chose me, and I went. But the thing is, I have some problems in my elbow, so I have basically only about 60-70% strength in my arm. So I know I have a big, hold back. But yeah, so for me, my journey was a bit different, where I knew anything could have happened, but just how my body felt and stuff was, I came about, I think, 24th out of 37 people who all actually qualified, and on season's best I was dead last because I had a really bad season. I basically hadn't competed at all. So just to at least, to pass 13 other people, which a few of them were actually big names, and at the end of the day there were just 3 meters separating me from the final.
Sure.
So many people from number 12 to 24, basically 3 meters, which can happen in any throw. It's like some short twist here or whatever, and it can happen. But at the end of the day, I'm really content. I don't feel like, I'm not going to say like, what if, and I wish I had done this and that. Because at the end of the day, if I wasn't going to be there due to injury, but I was, because I was willing to go through that pain, then anything is a bonus, meaning that I have 78.5 more meters than I would have had, basically. So I'm really content, and I have so much to gain and to learn from this experience, and basically, obviously, I have to sort out my body now to get everything in tip-top shape for when I really want to throw far again and know that it's going to really be possible continually again.
And when is that next stage?
Well, now there's some things that need to happen. I need to go to the specialist again and just going to speak through everything, consider which operation to do. But at the end of the day, I'm going to probably have to get one and then just do some rehabilitation. The first one, if I do it now, will not be a big one.
Okay.
So I should be up and ready to go in just 2 months or so again, and then in those 2 months, I'm really going to plan and set everything out for, just to be clever about this. And so I'd say hopefully from next year, I'll be willing to give it everything again,
Do you think you'd set the goal of Olympics in 2020?
Yeah, of course, definitely. I'm still young, I have so much to learn. I've gained much in knowledge now. Just to practically apply it will be the journey, will be the mission. So yeah, definitely. I think the first thing I really look forward to is the Commonwealth Games in 2018. That will be my stepping stone, So that's what I'm going to plan. And like for instance, there is World Champs next year. Yeah. But my real goal, which I want to be at top level, hopefully best in the world type level, will be at 2018. So just to get the body sorted out now and plan for that and give it everything.
Because you need at least a year to recover from the arm.
Basically,
and to strengthen not only the arm but everything else around.
Yeah, no, I took some scans there at the village, and there's the coach looked at me like, how are you still throwing this thing, and he really felt sorry for me, but I said, no, don't worry about it, like it builds character. It happens in life. You can stand up and make the best of it, sort it out and go on. It might cost you a year. In my case, it's been costing me a few years like that, but still it's fine, we will get there.
And coming back to the village, people don't understand that the Olympic village has everything in it. You mentioned you went to the doctor. I mean, they got a full-on hospital. What else do they have in there?
Well, I got my eyes tested. I got myself a pair of glasses, which I'm not wearing because I look maybe a bit weird. You can do your teeth there. You can probably get false teeth as well. I don't know. What else did I get? There's a polyclinic which you do all your scans, which you do all of your tests and even your heart and everything. Yes, there was literally anything. You could even cut your hair for free at the barber shop. You can. There's just everything, and there's a McDonald's which is for free 24/7. Maybe I have went there a few times as well. Don't know. So but the queue was at least 150 meters long every day. Sure. So those Olympians really know how to eat McDonald's.
You've been given 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tracksuits. Do you keep all of those things, or did you trade some of them? These are some of the things that people want to know.
Yeah, no. In some cases you trade them, but at this Olympics, like there wasn't really a chance to do that. But now we'll trade them with like family and friends,
Yes.
and you know, for instance, this weekend we're going away in a big gaming event between families. You know, this is just games and teams and stuff.
Yes.
So our team has the Olympic kit now.
Yeah.
We're Team Olympus. We're gonna be, so we're famous. And you know, so in cases like that, you
Yep.
actually still use it, and you're proud of it, and you
Yes.
have like, you know, it's not just gathering dust in the closet.
Rocco, in closing, what would you recommend and tell people after your experience as being an Olympian athlete and going to the Olympics? How would you motivate someone to participate in sport?
I'd say that the goal is winning, but winning isn't always being number one on the list after the results. Winning is like that thing which you put out for yourself to achieve, and you know there's planning and there's unforeseen circumstances. Things might happen. There might be a few spanner in the wheels, but at the end of the day, for what I would say to other people is that put that goal out there and run towards it with everything you have, but don't always how can I say, measure winning at like it must be a first place, because winning will be internally basically. So the real goal is to achieve something which is set out for you, and to not give up, because when you look back and you know I could have given up there and there, but I didn't. In life, that motivates you to see that we are more than, you know, overcomers. We can conquer things. You know, unity, to have people to walk a road with you. You know, I'm really blessed that I'm in a church where we have a lot of support. I'm never alone in this, you know. So to walk that thing together is amazing. And there's many milestones which you look back and just can see you're there, it was amazing, there it was amazing. And it's so motivating.
Yep.
So yeah, don't ever give up when things get tough. Go on, because there's a testimony in the making.
Yep.
So that's basically it.
And you've made lots of friends along the way, I assume?
Yeah, no, definitely. And we'll see how those bonds tie up again in the future. But no, it's really cool to get to know people just better, and to see like, you know, I can give a few names, but there's people that you normally you would have thought, I won't maybe bond so well with them, until you're there and like the person surprises you and you're like, yes, like what a nice, humble person.
Yeah.
And you get that other way around, but
For
let's
sure.
focus on the positive
Yes.
for this one.
Yeah.
So no, really met a lot of nice people and made friends, and to be in that team spirit, it helps, you know, to get to know people like say Custer, Semenya, or those, just on a personal level.
Yes.
It's so nice. You know, it's really humbling, and it's a good journey.
Rocco van Rooyen, thank you for your time.
Thank
All
you.
the best for your operation. And we look forward to having you back and come tell us about your success stories along the way.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Let's take an ad break. We'll see you now.